Hello everyone, I'm Jessica Kramer with MRC-TV. Today we're speaking with Alliance Defending Freedom attorney Logan Spena. Logan is one of the attorneys representing Loudoun County teacher Tanner Cross, who refused to play the preferred pronoun game and call his girl students boys and boy students girls. Logan, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks very much for having me.
So your client, Tanner Cross, a Loudoun County, Virginia gym teacher, got suspended for what he said at a school board meeting.
I love all of my students, but I will never lie to them regardless of the consequences. I'm a teacher, but I serve God first, and I will not affirm that a biological boy can be a girl and vice versa, because it's against my religion, it's lying to a child, it's abuse to a child, and it's sinning against our God.
Can you explain exactly what was being debated at this school board meeting and why the school system found this statement so controversial that it was worth suspension?
The school board was currently debating adopting a new policy that would require teachers to use the preferred pronouns of any student, regardless of what those pronouns may or may not correspond to, including their biological sex. So Tanner spoke out at this school board meeting to explain that the impact of that policy would be to violate his constitutional rights, to compel him to speak something that violates his conscience and violates his religion.
A judge ruled in your favor for the school system to reinstate him, citing he had a right to free speech and religious conviction. But I guess my question to you is, do you foresee continued challenges and issues coming forth from this decision?
Sure. So the decision itself reinstated Tanner because he got punished for speaking out against a policy that hadn't even been adopted yet. That's an egregious violation of everyone's constitutional rights. At the same time, the school board hasn't made a final decision about whether it will adopt this policy or not. We hope that the school board will adopt a policy that respects the rights of teachers and their constitutional liberties. But regardless, we'll be standing with Tanner depending on how this all plays out.
Well, the school system's saying that they're just following state law. And so I guess the question becomes, can we just blame the bad law, or should we blame the school system for also not standing up for their teachers?
State law requires schools to adopt certain policies that address issues related to gender identity. Then the State Board of Education has adopted kind of a model policy requiring schools to adopt something that's consistent with that policy. But regardless, the Constitution applies to protect everyone's rights. So if the school board thinks that it's being forced to adopt an unconstitutional policy, it's their duty to resist too. Right? There are local representative officials. They shouldn't be violating the rights of the citizens of Loudoun County. If they think state law is making them do that, they should be standing up against it too. But regardless, we'll be standing for Tanner and for other teachers and citizens here in Loudoun County.
Well, they also said that he wasn't suspended for what he said, but that it caused disruption and angered some parents. But it seems that teachers who speak out in support of controversial measures that anger parents, like critical race theory, don't seem to face this issue. Why do you think schools always seem to cater to one political class over another?
I can't speak to exactly what goes through their minds when they make these decisions, but what's important to remember is the law is here to protect the citizens of this county and this country when they do that. So if they decide to discriminate against certain viewpoints, the First Amendment and the Constitution of the state of Virginia prohibit that. If this happens to you, contact us at adflegal.org. There are people out there who will stand for you and for your constitutional liberties.
That's good to hear. Thank you so much for your expertise on this issue. We appreciate your time today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.